Okay, moving further down. Zoom out for you a little bit. Went the wrong way there. Alright, you have a bar scale. This one happens to be 1 in 25,000. What that represents is for every inch on this map, or for every inch on the map, it's 25,000 inches on the ground. Now, if you're a math guru, go ahead and knock yourself out and figure that out. I don't do that. So I've been a carpenter for many years. I work with feet and inches for a long time now, and this is the one time I appreciate the metric system. So this top bar scale here is in miles, and if you're going to break down all them inches, and you could actually calculate it and just write it off to the side here, how many inches in a mile and all that good stuff. What I like to use is the one right below it, which is kilometers. It's a lot easier that way if you set up your pacing beads for land navigation. If you've watched my two videos, it's set up by meters anyway, and so is the map. Right under that you can see the MGRS grid shown. This particular map is in blue. Sometimes they come in red, and this is referring to the grid lines themselves. They come in red, black. This one happens to be in blue. Most of the ones I've ever used were in black. Alright, right under that is the grid zone identifier. So 11 Tango. You really don't need to be too familiar with that. It's going to be the next two letters. So X and N. It would be X-ray November. And that's key, especially in the military, to if you're calling in for support or anything like that, you need to make sure you're in the right grid zone. I could call out just the numbers, take for instance an 8-digit grid coordinate, and we'll just keep it simple and we'll say my grid is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that could be anywhere on any map. So you have to make sure that you use your grid identifiers, which is that X-ray November. Alright, we're going to move over to the map itself. Well, usually on a map, in the bottom portion of your map, or most military maps, they're going to give you a legend, and it shows all the little fancy symbols from, benchmarks to churches and cemeteries, and it gives you each little symbol, and it'll tell you exactly what it stands for. This map doesn't have one. Everything I've just showed you on this right hand column is all that this map has for information on it. So not a very good one for learning purposes, but hopefully you guys are tracking so far. So stay with me. We're going to move to the map and talk about a couple more things. Alright guys, next thing I wanted to talk about was these contour lines again. As I said before, they represent elevation. Let's see if I can zoom in a little again for you. Alright, like I said, this is Mount Greylock. It's 3,487 feet. And all these elevations are obviously feet above sea level. So right here, as I mentioned a couple of seconds ago, BM with an X right here, that's just a symbol for a benchmark, and all that means is that actual spot was surveyed by a survey team, and that's an exact elevation. Alright, all this brown are contour lines, and you can see how it gets kind of foggy in here and fuzzy. Kind of looks like they all run together. They don't, in fact, but they come so close. What that's showing is a drastic change in elevation. So from this 3,487 feet on this hilltop of Mount Greylock, going downhill, this main contour line right here, if you can see it, is 2,500 feet. So that's almost 1,000 feet of elevation difference from here to here. I'm just going to measure that out real quick and see how far away that is for you. Alright, that's only 500 meters away. It changes almost 1,000 feet in elevation. And that's on all maps. When you get all these dot contour lines running close together like that, that's a drastic change in elevation. So I just wanted to touch further on the contour lines for you. And that's going to end this video, and we're going to start getting into the good stuff, how to orient your map and plot grids. So see you on the next one.